Nelson Mandela was an extraordinary man. He fought for justice, he fought for equality, he became a symbol of hope for millions. Mandela's journey was long and arduous. It tested his spirit, but it never broke his resolve. He inspired the world with his courage and determination. Mandela believed in a free and equal South Africa. He opposed the apartheid regime with all his might. This system segregated people based on their race. It was unjust and cruel. Mandela rose against it. He became a voice for the voiceless. Mandela's fight was not easy. He faced constant danger and persecution. He was labeled a rebel. He was imprisoned for his beliefs. But even behind bars, his spirit remained unbroken. His commitment to justice only grew stronger. Mandela's story is a testament to the power of the human spirit. It shows us that even in the face of adversity, hope can endure. His life is a beacon of inspiration for us all. It reminds us that we must never stop fighting for what is right. Apartheid cast a dark shadow over South Africa. It was a system built on discrimination and hate. Black people were treated as second-class citizens. They were denied basic rights and freedoms. Mandela refused to stand idly by. He joined the African National Congress, or ANC. He raised his voice against this injustice. Mandela's activism made him a target. The government saw him as a threat. They arrested him. They put him on trial for treason. Mandela was sentenced to life imprisonment. He was sent to the notorious Robben Island prison. For 27 long years, Mandela endured the hardships of prison life. He was subjected to hard labor. He was kept in a small cell. He was allowed very few visits from his loved ones. But even in prison, Mandela's spirit did not break. He used his time to educate himself. He read voraciously. He corresponded with other activists. He even earned a law degree while incarcerated. Mandela refused to let prison break him. He emerged stronger and more determined than ever. Prison became Mandela's crucible. It tested his resolve. It refined his spirit. It gave him time to reflect on his experiences. He used this time to deepen his understanding of the world. He read books on history, philosophy, and politics. Mandela knew that education was a powerful weapon. He believed that knowledge was essential for liberation. He encouraged his fellow prisoners to educate themselves. He wanted them to be prepared for the challenges that lay ahead. Mandela's time in prison also allowed him to develop his leadership skills. He learned to negotiate. He learned to build consensus. He learned to inspire others. He became a father figure to many of the younger prisoners. He guided them and mentored them. Mandela's resilience and determination were truly remarkable. He refused to be defined by his circumstances. He used his time in prison to grow as a leader. He prepared himself for the day he would be free to lead his people. In 1990, after 27 years in prison, Nelson Mandela walked free. The world watched in awe as he emerged from his captivity. He had aged, he had suffered, but he had not wavered in his commitment to justice and equality. He called for peace and reconciliation. Mandela's message resonated with millions. He could have chosen revenge, he could have chosen anger, but he chose forgiveness. He knew that hatred and bitterness would only prolong the cycle of violence. He believed that true freedom could only be achieved through reconciliation. Mandela's leadership was instrumental in dismantling apartheid. He worked tirelessly to build a new South Africa. He established the Truth and Reconciliation Commission. It allowed victims and perpetrators of apartheid to share their stories. It helped to heal the wounds of the past. In 1994, South Africa held its first democratic elections. Nelson Mandela, the former prisoner, became the first black president of South Africa. It was a moment of immense joy and hope. Mandela's journey from prisoner to president is an inspiration to us all.